welcome to another Form Titan video. In this video I will show you how to push big files in Salesforce using request optimization. It's a new feature and I think it's definitely worth watching and knowing the best practices we would recommend if you have big files. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create some stuff here and I'll show you all the good stuff behind it so you get a full picture. So what I've done is I've created first name, last name, email, and then I'm going to call this field contact ID. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom action which when it creates the contact will pass the created record ID into this hidden field or contact ID. So let's go and set that up. We'll go to push, we'll do contact, new contact, we'll use this in custom button, and then map fields, and then we'll just map last name, first name, email, easy peasy. Apply, apply, and apply. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign that action over here, like this, and then I'm going to say return when created to contact ID. Done. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to get two files here, file uploads here, and we'll call this one A, and we'll call this one B. And I'm going to create a separate button for these two, because what I'm going to show you is how it fails first, and then I'm going to show how to overcome that problem. Okay, and then we'll create our files. So this one will be for A, and we'll create files using custom button. There are a couple of fields you want to map here. First is title, so I'll say file A, and then first published location ID can be my contact ID, and my version data is going to be file A, like that. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'll just go ahead and duplicate it, and then we'll turn this one into Mr. B. And then the only field I need to just map are the file A, and then change this to B, like that. That's it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign those actions over here. So we'll remove this one and we'll assign file A here, file B here. So these are going to run in parallel. This is a problem, and I'll explain why very shortly. Let's say I go ahead and create this contact. So let's go and say big file, big@file.com. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and create this contact. Now this contact's created in Salesforce, there's the ID, and now I'm going to upload two files. Alright, so I'll find some files here in my some of the videos I've got here. So let's look for the lowest one. Alright, this is good. So what I'll do is I'll choose a 16 megabyte over here, and then I'll use the same one, 16 megabyte over here. Okay, now 16, we're pushing around 33 megabyte in one file. This, my friend, is going to be a problem. So look, it's going to try and push, it's going to push, going to try and keep doing it, and it's going to give us an error very shortly. So I'll show you that very, very shortly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix this issue. Because what you should be doing, you should be pushing up. For every file push you do, the max limit should be 30 megabyte, not crazy megabytes over here that I've done, which is over 32, 33 megabytes. So, the same issue, how do we fix it? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get a hidden field over here. And basically, when this file is uploaded, it's going to return that record ID into this field here. So we'll say file A record ID. And then when I go back in here, I'm going to remove the second one, and then I'm going to say when this is completed, return the ID in here. Now the main point here is this, request optimization. This must be checked, otherwise you will see an error like this. This is what will happen. It will say, hey, sorry, can't push it, error. Okay? To avoid that, what you want to do is you want to return the ID there and then say request optimization. This must be checked. Okay, so we're returning the ID back here, and then when this one push is completed, it's going to return the ID here. I'm going to write another condition. I'm going to say if current field is not empty, go ahead and run the second push, which is file B push, and then make sure request optimization is checked. It needs to be checked every time. Okay. So now this is checked. This is good to go. This is good to go. And then let's do a test. We'll say big file pass at parsfile.com. So again, I'm going to upload the same video in here. So again, this one will be my 16 megabyte one. So there we go. And then we'll do it in here as well. 16 megabytes. It's this one. So again, same files. So again, first thing first, I'm going to create my contact. It's going to go ahead and create that for you. In fact, what I should have done, I should have just done a refresh here. So I'll do that now, actually. Okay. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do a complete refresh. So big file, big at file test.com. Okay, so it's created my contact. Let's go and upload my my videos. So these are my videos. Now remember, when I click on this one, it's going to run the first one for you. And then when the first one is completed, it's going to return the record ID over here for that file. So it's a big file, so we'll just give it a couple of seconds. It's uploading it onto Salesforce for that contact. So there you go. There's the first one that's returned. Now obviously we've written a condition here. If current field is not empty, run this push. So what it's going to do is going to run that push now for you. And then what we can do is we can go back in here and see what's going on. First of all, if we go into the contact, you'll see that there's my file A and now file B. Both of them 16 megabyte uploaded. And if I go back in here, you can see here's file A, file B. So it's literally that easy. What you need to obviously make sure that the main takeaway is this, that for every separate push you set for your file, you need to check request optimization. Very important. And then secondly, don't try and upload more than 30 megabyte per push. So if you try to push like a 50 megabyte file in one push, it's not going to work. Okay, even if you're trying to do 2 pushes in one, don't try and do that. Instead, do separate pushes, and then make sure for every push that you do, you've set request optimization. And that's how it's done. Simple.